What if your pain is the only honest part of you left? Right now, as you watch this, there's a war happening inside you. Between who you are and who you know you could become. Between the comfortable lie and the uncomfortable truth. You scroll through endless feeds, watching other people live the life you dream of. You make plans that never happen. You promise yourself tomorrow will be different, but tomorrow looks exactly like today. Here's what the ancient Stoics knew that we've forgotten. Your suffering isn't a bug in the system, it's the feature, it's your soul trying to wake you up. But what if I told you that 2,000 years ago, 3 men figured out the secret to unbreakable inner strength? And what if everything keeping you stuck could become the very thing that sets you free? You live in the most connected, yet most isolated generation in human history. You have access to infinite information but zero wisdom. Endless entertainment but no peace. Constant stimulation but no real satisfaction. Your ancestors faced lions and famines. You faced notifications and FOMO. Yet somehow they were stronger, more resilient, more at peace. There's a reason for that. Hidden in plain sight, buried under centuries of self-help nonsense, lies an ancient operating system for the human mind. The Stoics called it philosophy. But it wasn't philosophy like you learned in school. It was a survival manual for your soul. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire yet found his greatest battles were fought within. Epictetus was born a slave, yet died freer than most kings. Seneca counseled emperors, but his real mastery was over his own mind. They weren't gods. They weren't perfect. They were human beings who discovered something we've forgotten. True power isn't controlling what happens to you. It's controlling how you respond. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover 5 truths that will shatter everything you think you know about strength, freedom, and what it means to be truly alive. You're in prison right now and you don't even know it. The bars, they're invisible, made of comparison, forged from comfort, strengthened by every distraction you choose over action. You check Instagram and suddenly your life feels small. Someone your age just bought a house, got engaged, started a business. Meanwhile, you're still figuring out what you want for lunch. You swipe through dating apps. Rejection after rejection. Each no confirms what that voice in your head keeps whispering. You're not enough. You drag yourself to a job that slowly kills your soul, but the bills need paying. The rent needs covering. So you stay, and you die one day at a time. This is the cage of the modern mind. Now imagine a man born into actual slavery, beaten, broken, property of another human being. By every measure, he should be the least free person alive. Yet Epictetus understood something you've forgotten. Man is disturbed not by things but by the view he takes of them. The slave became the teacher, the prisoner became the liberator. While you complain about your Wi-Fi speed, he discovered that true freedom has nothing to do with your circumstances and everything to do with your choice. But here's what will blow your mind. What if the very pain you're trying to escape is actually the key to your freedom? What if the key was hidden inside the pain? Every hero's journey begins the same way, with a problem they can't ignore anymore. You've been taught to avoid discomfort. Take the pill, skip the workout, stay in bed, order takeout, numb the pain. But what if pain isn't the enemy? Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the ancient world, wrote these words while fighting wars on the frontier. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Think about that for a second. The obstacle is the path. Let me tell you about Sarah. 25 years old, anxiety so bad she couldn't leave her apartment for weeks, lost her job, lost her friends, lost herself. But instead of running from the fear, she started walking toward it, one terrifying step at a time. She joined a martial arts class with hands shaking, gave a speech at Toastmasters with voice trembling, applied for jobs way above her qualifications expecting rejection. Each no became data. Each failure became training. Each moment of terror became proof she was stronger than she thought. Today, she runs her own company. Not because the anxiety went away, but because she learned to dance with it. You see, avoidance isn't protection. It's prison. Every time you run from discomfort, you're actually running from growth. Every time you choose comfort, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are. So here's the question that will change everything. If you leaned into your pain, what might you find waiting on the other side? Somewhere along the way, you forgot who you are. You started believing you were broken, damaged, not enough. But here's what the Stoics knew. You weren't born broken. You were born with fire in your chest. Think of your soul as a forge. For years it's been cold, covered in dust. You've forgotten what it's capable of creating. But the fire never died. It's been waiting. Every challenge you've survived. Every heartbreak that didn't kill you. Every failure that taught you something. That was your soul trying to remind you. You're stronger than you think. The Stoics believed strength isn't built, it's remembered. Marcus Aurelius didn't become powerful because someone taught him to be. He remembered what he already was. A human being, capable of reason, capable of choice, capable of incredible endurance. I know it hurts to hear this, but no one is coming to save you. Your parents can't fix this, your friends can't solve this. That perfect relationship, that dream job, that amount of money, none of it will complete you. But here's the beautiful truth they don't want you to know. You don't need saving. You never did. You need awakening. The strength you've been looking for in other people has been inside you this whole time, waiting, sleeping, ready to be claimed. The fire you were born with isn't dead. It's just been waiting for you to stop talking and start doing. Your mind is a muscle, and right now it's weak. You wouldn't expect to run a marathon without training your body, yet somehow you expect to handle life's challenges without training your mind. The Stoics understood something we've forgotten. Mental toughness isn't brutality, it's clarity. It's calm in the storm. They practice something called premeditatio malorum, imagining worst-case scenarios. Not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. What if you lost your job tomorrow? What if that relationship ended? What if your health failed? Most people avoid these thoughts. The Stoics leaned into them. Why? Because when you've already faced your fears in your mind, reality becomes manageable. Epictetus taught his students, "Do not demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well." This isn't giving up. This is ultimate power. Here's how you train your inner warrior. First, practice voluntary discomfort. Take cold showers, fast for a day, sleep on the floor. Your mind will scream. Let it. You're teaching it who's in charge. Second, practice the pause. Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space lies your power. Something happens. You pause. You choose your response. Third, practice gratitude for obstacles. Every problem is a gift. Every setback is set up for a comeback. Start seeing challenges as training, not punishment. Your mind will resist this training. Good. Resistance means you're doing something right. The goal isn't to become unfeeling, it's to become unshakable. In a world that never stops talking, silence becomes rebellion. You're drowning in noise, external noise, internal noise, the constant chatter of anxiety, doubt, and endless mental to-do lists. But there's a place inside you that no one can touch, no one can invade, no one can control. Marcus Aurelius discovered this place during the darkest moments of his reign. Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free than your own soul. True freedom isn't having more options. It's needing fewer of them. It's not about getting everything you want. It's about wanting what you have. It's not about controlling the world around you. It's about mastering the world within you. When you find this inner silence, everything changes. The approval of others becomes optional. The fear of judgment dissolves. The need to constantly prove yourself disappears. You stop chasing more and start appreciating enough. You stop running from pain and start learning from it. You stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. This is what the Stoics discovered 20 centuries ago. This is what your soul has been trying to tell you. Mastery begins where noise ends. Don't let your mind rot in comfort. Right now, you have a choice. You can close this video, go back to scrolling, and pretend nothing changed. Or you can do something different. Here's your challenge. For the next 3 days, choose discomfort over comfort. One small thing each day. Take that cold shower. Have that difficult conversation. Apply for that job. Ask for that date. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Not because you'll succeed, but because you'll grow. Not because the world needs another success story, but because the world needs you. The real you. The version of yourself that stops making excuses and starts taking action. Your ancestors survived ice ages and wars and plagues so you could have this moment. This choice. This breath. Don't waste it. If this video woke something up inside you, subscribe for more ancient wisdom for modern warriors. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, the fire inside you was never gone. You just stopped feeding it. Now stop talking. Start doing.